the most effective way to get anything done is to have a goal. And once you have a goal, you have to minimize your goal into smaller steps. Meaning, you have to, for example, I am working on a variety of different projects right now. One that I don't mind sharing publicly as of right now is obviously I'm working on my YouTube channel, which is you seeing this YouTube video. A lot more work goes on behind the scenes. Just recording myself and uploading a video, editing maybe a little bit. There's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes when you publish a video. At least that's on my end. I'm trying to work on a variety of different things. Anyhow, my goal is to get my videos to a much bigger audience. Another goal that I don't mind sharing is my website, www.victortheinspiration.com. I'm working on something also too behind the scenes that eventually, by the time this video gets uploaded, I will already have announced it or shared it. Anyhow, I'm changing my logo. I decided to change my logo a little bit. And also, I'm working on something else that I'm not ready to quite share just yet, at least not right now. Anyhow, in order for me to, how do I stay effective and how do I have a clear mind to continue to focus on one thing at a time when there is so much that I want to do, there's so much that I aspire to do. Again, for example, I'm working on this YouTube channel. I also have a second YouTube channel, which is Vicspiration Shared Philosophy. That's another project I'm working on. My website's another project, and there's a few others that I haven't really shared with anyone. Anyhow, for me, the best way that I found for me to stay focused while there is so much that I want to do, like it sounds like there's a lot, right? Is I like to, yes, I am very aware of my time. I am very aware of where my energy goes. I am very aware of the people I talk to, who do I talk to, how long the conversation is. I'm very, very aware. I don't mention it, but I'm very, very aware of where my time goes, where my intention goes, where I am putting my energy. I'm very aware to my time. Anyhow, the most effective way to stay focused and to get things done, especially when you have like this big goal or a big or grand goal, whatever it is that you may be working towards, is you have to have, of course, this big goal. You have to be aware of your goal. Whatever your goal is, you have to be aware of it. You know, maybe it's a weight loss. For example, I'm working on my weight loss right now too, as I am making this video. And so far I'm doing really, really good. I'm very proud of myself. Anyhow, when you have a big goal, you have to minimize it into smaller steps. For example, I just mentioned this weight loss. I'm gonna run with this in the video. For me, when I have my big goal is, for example, I used to weigh, or I don't know my weight because it fluctuates and I really can't stand on a scale. So anyhow, the way I measure knowing that I am losing weight is by feeling how my jeans start to feel a little bit looser than usual. When I feel my jeans feeling looser, I know I'm doing something right. And my big goal is to drop down a few sizes in my jeans, drop down to 2 sizes in my shirts, and so far I'm doing really, really good. You just have to. The big goal is to lose weight, right? Just in order for me to get to that big goal, I have to what? I have to set up smaller goals for me to acquire in order for me to attain my ultimate goal in the long run. So short term, I have to focus on where am I putting my time? What is it that I'm doing? What is it that I am not doing? Those two questions play a huge, huge role. Let me repeat it. You have to ask yourself these two questions. 1, what is it that I am doing? And 2, what is it that I am not doing? And when you ask yourself those questions, you have to be really, really honest with yourself. You can't answer your question with an excuse hiding behind the answer. You have to be really, really honest and very truthful when you come and find the answer as to, as when you ask those questions. In order for you to get listen, I'm going to say a quote. You cannot expect anything to be different if you do nothing differently. In order for you to attain anything in life, whether it be big or small, grand, huge, whatever, you cannot attain anything. You cannot acquire anything if you do not put in the necessary work in order for you to get there. You cannot expect to get to your next destination if you are not trying to get through the things that you are going through today, if you are not trying to push yourself to get yourself to reach that destination. To put it simply, you cannot expect to move if you are not willing to move, to say the least. You cannot expect to get down the block, right, if you do not step outside. Or you cannot expect to you cannot expect to be at the end of, you cannot expect to be at the end of a mile if you do not try one step, right? And anyhow, I wanted to make this video, and I also too wanted to mention that when you are working towards something, for me, again, there's a lot of different things that I'm working on behind the scenes, most of which I really don't talk about much for numerous of reasons, personal reasons. Anyhow, when you are trying to work on something, whether it be big or small, you have to have a big goal. You have to be mindful of your big goal, and you have to be mindful knowing what small steps you need to make in order for you to acquire and attain your ultimate goal, in order for you to get there. I wanted to mention that too. And eventually, and I promise you that once you put in the necessary work, once you put in the necessary work, once you continue to put in the efforts moving you forward, I promise you, you will eventually reach your goal. You will attain it. Again, whether it be big or small, it could take you days. Again, depending on what it is, it could take you days, it could take you weeks, it can take you months, it can take you years. Again, depending on your goal. There's something that I'm working on that's going to take me years in order for me to work on and acquire and attain. That's a really, really long-term goal. A really, really long-term goal. Anyhow, I wanted to make this video. I hope this video brought some form of value to you. As I make these videos, I am learning. I am trying to find ways to improve and grow, and trying to provide the best value possible to you guys. And yeah, I wanted to make this video. And if you can remember anything from this video, I want you to remember this: nothing changes if nothing changes. Think about that. Anyhow, I love you, I appreciate you, and remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.